Hello, my name is Alexia Muñoz Peña, and today I will be presenting you my evidence tree. Okay, to begin with, here we have a list of important events on the last century. We have first the Iraq invasion to Kuwait on August 2nd of 1990. We have the collapse of the Soviet Union in December 26th of 1991, the Oklahoma City bombing, on April 16th of 1995. Then we have the Colombian High School massacre on April 20th of 1999. And last but not least, we have the Twin Tower attack on September 11 of 2001. Okay, now I am going to explain each event that I mentioned before. The first is the Iraq invades Kuwait. This happened when the Iraqi force enters and take the city, but this happened in less than an hour. Uh, this was a catastrophic event that led many people dead, many soldiers that were fighting for the country. And this event, well, no one of the people in Kuwait were notified for this attack. Now we have the collapse of the Soviet Union. This happened when Mikhail Gorbachev, the president, decided to dissolve the Soviet Union. This this happened because there were many factors that lead to the collapsion. I'm sorry, because there were many political policies, many economic. Uh, the economy wasn't right, etc. Now the event of the Oklahoma City bombing happened when a truck that was full of explosive was parked in front of a building. This truck was full of explosives and detonated, leaving hundreds of people dead. Uh, this event was led by a anti-government person, so mostly it was part of a terrorist attack. Now in the Colombian high school event, this is a terrible event that happened. This was caused by two students that were making a plan to make a shooting at the school. Um, and this event causes 13 people's death. Now I don't know if it can be called famous, but the Twin Tower attack, the 9/11 also, this was caused by two airplanes that were full of people and were taken by terrorist people from the Muslim religion, and they flew the planes to the towers, and they led 300 deaths to these events. This is a very sad event. Now I am going to describe what is globalization. Globalization is a process of interaction among people, companies, government of different nations, etc. Uh, that they can lead to international trade, investment to another business, etc. etc. So globalization is treating people from other countries to make deals, to improve cultures, to know many things from other nations. Now, What is terrorism? Terrorism is a systematic use of violence to create a general climate of in the population, fear in the population, of course, and they have a political objective to, I don't know, make some damage to the for the government to notice that they are present. The unipolar world is the power of balance in the world politics, and it is the result of various complex organized heritential systems, for example, countries and civilizations. The digital era is characterized by the rapid shift from traditional industries that the Industrial Revolution brought through industrialization to an economy based on information technology. So it's basically the improve of the Industrial Revolution, including technology, the internet, um, and many other things. And now we have some questions. The first one is why the globalization emerged. The globalization emerged because they have to improve a lot of things like transportation, technology, the growth of multinational companies with a global presence in many different economies. Also for a global trade cycle and for economic growth in a global environment. Now we have what causes the terrorist attacks in the 20th centuries. The major cause was the aspect of culture, and that the terrorist people they all made it in the name of religion. For example, if they say something in the Bible or in the Gospel, they took it that they have to make it literally. So they justify their actions by their religion. And now, how does the end of the Cold War relates with the unipolar world? It related because the Soviet Union was left very weak, very weak in a debt that they couldn't pay because they didn't have enough money. So they didn't have too much power to intervene in the world, so they weren't taken in account, and because of that, the unipolar emerged. And now we have how was the digital era influenced in today's society. Uh, it it is influenced in a positive way because now we can communicate to every part of the world in a second, and we can promote our services. For example, I don't know, in a restaurant or um, banks or any business you have, you can promote it, you can share information all around the world, and now we can be more notified, more in touch with what is happening around. Here we have uh, some reference where I took the information to make my evidence. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope you like it. I hope you understand my English, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.